Market conditions remaining bullish in this bull market, having some continued upside here. We're seeing some resistance going to come up here on S&P 500. We're sitting now right back at the all-time highs, or the highs that we've been at now for, or at least that we were at a few months back. We're seeing momentum continue to move higher here into that bullish trend zone. Also seeing breadth gradually increasing, but still not a lot, certainly not extreme or in that upper trending zone, sentiment indicator up at that extreme range. The buy-sell ratio, if we take a look at buy-sell ratio, sitting at 1.93, so a healthy buy-sell ratio, greater than 1, almost 2 to 1 right here to the upside. Green line above red, indicating bulls in control here at this level. We are approaching the upper end of this range, and it's been a really straight shot here all the way back up into that area. So we're sitting, this number is now right back at 70. So anything above 50, we're in that upper trending zone. Anything get up to that 85 range, and we start to get to that extreme area. So we may get a retracement right here, and then a pullback, and then maybe a test for that upper level here shortly. Our current market trends, as far as the indices are concerned, looking at SPY, everything in uptrends and buy zones. These are bonds, TLT, longer term bonds, SHY, shorter term bonds, VIXY, which is your volatility index. So this is typically going to be opposite of everything else. This is kind of the quick glance that we want to see, is we want to see all green. We also would prefer to see all green in bonds right now, but we want to see this one opposite. So if we see all of these red and this green, that's a bearish trend. So we're currently still in that bullish trend and looking good. This resistance area that I'm talking about is this area right here where we're at, this 524 level on SPY, and running into that area. And this is really going to present a challenge for the market. If we can break up above that level, that's going to be significant to continue to advance this overall trend. We could run into some resistance. Now, the retracement areas that would be watching to hold up are right here where we have been. Okay, where we had this breakdown and we had these support areas, and we had the push back up to test that area. It tested it, it failed, it tested it again, it won. So it won the hill to get back up above this 511 area. Now this is our zone that we're working in, right inside of this range. So if we do retrace, we could potentially retrace back this far, finding some support. So this trend is still bullish, even if we do run into some resistance and some pullback, unless we see really aggressive selling and this 511 gets taken out. That's kind of going to be our area that we're going to want to be watching on S&P 500. On NASDAQ, let's take a quick glance here, also in that upper range. So this entire range is going to create resistance here where all of this activity, all this price activity had been. Now we're back up into that area, and people, the theory goes that anybody that was buying right here, now there's an opportunity to say, thank goodness I'm back to break even. Now I'm going to sell it. I got scared here, but now I'm going to sell it. Whether or not that actually happens or not, it's hard to say, but it does. It certainly is an area where we can run into some selling that creates additional supply. It's that supply demand zone that we are watching, and which one is going to take control. Let's look at the sectors here. Actually, let's jump back and look at Dow real quick. DIA, also same, right? Everything's right at that resistance area, having that retracement, bullish pattern setups. But we've had now 4, 5, 6 days to the upside and some consolidation. We'll see what kind of news items or catalysts or anything comes out this week as well. Let me jump over to sectors. Let's look at sectors. Also seeing pretty solid move across the board here for sectors. We're seeing a handful that are not quite in that upper zone. These are basic materials, energy, real estate, transportation, kind of lagging just a little bit here as well. So we'll see if, and these are they have been lagging during most of this uptrend. Commodities still in charge. Also, we're seeing, at least the metals, we're seeing gold have that bump back up into that buy zone 2 days ago and then pull back a little bit, but still on the 6-month time frame, still in that upper momentum zone above that 236. Really nice uptrend, just a retracement counter trend. It's looking like in gold right here. This could be a potential nice setup for continuation on gold for the next few weeks and months. Let's look at also notice natural gas UNG starting to really, it's been bottoming out here for a long time. Pretty nasty selling, starting to turn that corner and reverse back up. If natural gas is of any interest. USO also retracing, still in that downtrend, and still showing some bearish signs right here. You can see that bar yesterday where it was that black bar, just means it's a down day, and it is running into that resistance area. So USO may be running out of steam right here and getting a little bit retracement. We'll see if that trend continues to the downside. Muscle stocks to consider today. There's some nice ones in there. CENX has been a aluminum metal production company in that space. Nice uptrend, smooth trends, and you can see that consolidation range that it had back here, breaking out into that new uptrend. So this retracement here potentially could be a continuation of that move. Nice setup on CENX. Also SLG, not as great of a bar, but big volume. Okay, this is kind of a fading bar where it retraced all the way back versus a good solid up green bar that looks maybe something like one of those bars would be a little bit more ideal. But we're going to run into some resistance right here on most new buys that are coming in here anyway. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.